Hello everybody, this is Andrew from 510 Books, and this is footage of me driving to pick up an unscanned Gaylord or pallet of mixed media. So that's usually mostly CDs, DVDs, some video games, and other random stuff, but mostly CDs and DVDs. Blu-rays, of course, as well, some 4K hopefully. So this is the first time that I am picking up an unscanned pallet from this source. I have picked up CDs only, Blu-rays only, video games only, and a CD and DVD pallet as well. So I'm excited to go and check it out. It's a little bit of a ways from my house. Trying to figure out a way to get this kind of stuff delivered to me, but for now this is what it's going to be. So I'm going to share that as these clips end here in a few seconds. But yeah, it's a nice little drive in the morning, and I will share with you what I find, and hopefully hopefully it will work out and I can keep on getting these types of pallets. But here we go. Okay, here's an unscanned pallet of mixed media that I am purchasing today. As you can see, they actually end up throwing like a book in here, The Hunger Games, and I see another book, but this stuff is supposed to be unscanned, and that means that if there is high dollar stuff in here, it is in here. We will see. I don't know. Some sealed Blu-rays. I'm seeing more Blu-rays on this one. Whenever I see anime, I always get excited. I don't know if that one's worth money, but we're gonna see, guys. I'm gonna test it out. 51 a.m. and I am gonna see how long this takes me. I am just gonna sort them by. I'm gonna separate Blu-rays, DVDs, and video games, and random books. And if there's anything else in here, I will separate it like any video games would be awesome. Separate those as well. So ready? 1, 2, 3, let's go. 10 o'clock, so it's been an hour and 10 minutes. And I'm down to the last little part of it. Here is everything that I filled up. Mostly DVDs. I have some Blu-rays down here. Very small stack of video games. So I have a mixture of stuff here to get through. And of course we got some Anthony Robbins. Always Anthony Robbins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 boxes of media from one pallet of mixed media, although the overwhelming majority of it is DVDs. It's a lot of DVDs. Hopefully there's some good ones. Some really, really, really good ones. We will see. Okay, so let's turn some lights on and share with you everything that I picked up from the recent Gaylord or pallet of mixed media. So it is all these boxes, not these two giant ones, but these over here, all the way over. And then there's some more boxes on the other side. There's 3 more boxes there. So that's everything that I picked up from the pallet, or pulled out of the pallet. However, there was another box of CDs. I already went through that because I needed more CDs for my store for next week. So technically there was another one. There was 3 boxes, bankers boxes full of CDs. That's all I pulled out of one Gaylord. So that says that obviously the majority of the items in there were DVDs, because these, 14 boxes are all DVDs. And then over here, I've got Blu-rays. What's down there? I don't remember. But I have some random stuff like some VHS tapes and I don't even know. Random stuff. So not even that many Blu-rays. Very, very DVD heavy palette, even though it was unscanned. Those are the results of it, or at least that's what I pulled out. Now, of course, I've only gone through one box of CDs, so there might be some good stuff in there. I've already, out of the whole box of CDs, I was able to put a good amount into my store. It's hard to say exactly how many, maybe 50, maybe more. for the store specifically, and then about half a dozen that I'm going to put on eBay. None of the CDs were like super high profit for eBay, but they're potentially, from the CDs alone, will make a bit of a dent in the overall cost of the pallet. And so, of course, I will not have a final verdict until I get through all of these mostly DVDs, and I'm hoping that there are enough high profit DVDs that between my store, which is probably my retail store, which is probably where most of them are going to go, and potentially, if there's any individual high profit ones, what I sell on eBay. So I will probably be pulling a lot of discs to create loose DVD lots, and that'll help to make back the money. But so there were no 4K movies or any 4Ks from here that I saw. May have missed one or something, but I didn't see any. So basically my first overall verdict is, and something that I'm really realizing now, is it's not about getting one unscanned or two unscanned pallets. It's more of mixed media. It's more about a numbers game, right? Just because I was able to get an unscanned pallet doesn't mean that there's going to be, a bunch of $50 and up individual items that I can sell. There might be, but also there might not. So if I get 10 unscanned pallets from the same source, maybe 5 of them will be really good and 5 will be okay or average, right? Or maybe it'll be less. Only 3 will be really, really good, and then the other 7 will be will be average. You just don't know. So every pallet is not made equal. So just keep that in mind. And I think what happened is when I was picking up, so I picked up a whole pallet of CDs from the source, not a whole pallet, but like a large quantity of, which ended up being like 10 or so boxes of Blu-rays. And then I also picked up a large quantity of video games. And then I also got a mixture of CDs and DVDs that was scanned through. But let's say the Blu-rays, the video games only, and the CDs only were really good. And the reason why is because those particular types of media came from multiple pallets or gaylords of mixed media. So there was a higher chance that there would be a lot of good stuff. Now, of course, my source found the highest dollar items that they could sell on Amazon, FBA, and they put them on, they sold them there, right? So obviously there would have been even more higher profit items, but I was able to find so much good stuff, for instance, the CDs for my store that made sense for me, that it was well worth it. And the same thing for the Blu-rays and the same thing for the video games. Now, if you, of course, don't have a store, which most of you that watch this don't, and probably never will, makes sense, then buying those from a source that's already been scanned through just for selling on eBay or Amazon may or may not be worth it depending on how you run your business. For eBay, I think it's worth it because you can do loose discs. If an individual CD, which there'll be many, or an individual Blu-ray, which there'll be many, is not worth selling on eBay or Amazon, if you're ungated to sell movies, DVDs, Blu-rays, and CDs, then of course you can pull the discs and do lots and make money that way. But it's just to say that it's a numbers game, and just getting one unscanned pallet doesn't mean you hit the jackpot, or that, let's say it cost you a couple $100, $200 to $300, and if you triple your money, quadruple your money, that's great, right? But what if you can do even more than that? Because that particular pallet has a lot of higher dollar individual higher dollar items, right? So just remember, so something that I'm realizing, I probably should have said it out loud. I just didn't really think about it in that way. That it's nice to get unscanned pallets, but it's sort of a gamble because I'm going to spend more money on those individual pallets, and I may or may not get a really good return. And my sense is this will be like an average one, Again, there could be some DVDs in there. There could be a couple CDs that are standouts and will make a difference. But, you know, how many of those will I find, right? So the moral of the story is, if you're going to buy in bulk, especially media pallets, it's not necessarily a bad thing to buy scanned pallets. So whether it's all the media mixed together, or whether it's just Blu-rays or just CDs or just DVDs or just video games, whatever it is, that's probably a good way to go, because you will be sampling possibly 10, 12, 15 different pallets, right, to accumulate enough of those different types of media, if that makes sense to you. If not, well, leave a comment and I'll try to explain it to you. But I think you should, you know, unscanned pallets are great, but you're going to have to pay way more money. So as an example, you might only pay $50 for scanned CDs, a pallet of CDs, or you might pay, you know, whatever, around there, or less than 100, let's say, which is very inexpensive for a huge quantity of media. I'm talking a massive quantity. You can see how much, right? So it might make more sense to do that if you don't have the money right away for an unscanned pallet, which is going to be more money. Now, if you have thousands and thousands of dollars and you have the space, like here, if you dedicated it to it, and you had a forklift, so lots of money invested, you could stack, you know, however many, 20, 30, 40 Gaylords, and then start going through them, unscanned Gaylords, and then start going through them. You know, maybe buying half a truckload or even a full truckload is about, I think, 52 pallets. But that's thousands, many thousands of dollars. So again, depends. Some people go into this kind of thing and they have money put away and they're willing to spend it, invest it in the business. That's great. But if you're starting out, bootstrapping it, and you got a couple $100 and you just want to start and want to get one pallet, don't look down on scanned pallets if you can get them for cheap. Don't have somebody, you know, saying, oh, here's mixed media, $300, but it's scanned. No way. I would say not much more than like $100, $150 at most. And that's on the high side. Scanned, you're probably looking to pay $200 to $300, maybe more from some people. I'm sorry, unscanned pallets. So just keep that stuff in mind. But we will see. I'll let you guys know in a future video. It's going to take a while to get through this, but once I get through it. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.